All right. Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is okay and having a good day. It was a good day today in trading, and I'm gonna go through what happened today. Overall, it was nice. It was a good trade in NASDAQ and also in DAX, German index. So, looking at the chart, as we can see, the day started here, and I marked few things that might come along the way, just to understand where did I enter and why did I enter. And basically, first of all, I zoom out when the day started, which is let's say this is the day, the whole of the day from here till here. I already marked them. I know this is my day, and I already have my opening, which was here, and I had my ATR. Like I said, the ATR, when it reaches a certain point, it's a calculated ATR. If it reaches to the top, I only think about shorting, and below ATR, it's on the bottom. If it reached, I am thinking about longing. Okay, so I have everything ready as the day starts, and as usual, I don't spend much of my time on the chart. I just get the alerts to enter, and I set them on trading view. Now, the day started, as we can look at the candle here, and yeah, okay, all right. So my entry is marked already, and also what I did extra is than last time, I brought some lines to justify the reason why I entered. If it crossed the line or not, you will be seeing everything. I will explain it as we go, and of course, it's going to be right at the arrow where the entry. So the entry happened because this is the high of the day, and it crossed the high of the day, so I entered for a long. And I exited here. The reason why I exit, because I had already marked a line, not this one here. I marked the line, and when it crossed it, I simply exited the trade, and that was a profitable trade going forward. That is NASDAQ, and this is the low of the day. Opa. So it crossed the low of the day, which was this line, and as soon as it crossed, as soon as the candle for the 12 minutes and 35 closed, I entered for a short, and this was an interesting scenario. I'll tell you why. Because when I entered, I have put in my line over here, and I simply decided to have a strategy to exit. As soon as I enter, I know when I'm exiting, and I'm not expecting it to go in my favor always. In fact, I'm expecting it not to go in my favor, that I'm ready to exit. But if it did go to my favor, that's perfect. So what happened is here, this candle was supposed to go down. I'm not expecting it to go down, but it immediately went up. I was like, okay, no problem, let it go up. Okay, so as soon as it went up, I'm totally fine with it going up, because I have my line. If it crossed it, I'm just gonna exit the trade. As you can see, that line was my line of protection, so it didn't cross that line. In fact, it went shooting right down, and I would have let it go further, but like I said, it reached to my below ATR. So when it reached closer to that ATR, I immediately thought of first close and think about entering along. So I closed the trade here. Here exactly. I'm gonna delete this so out of the confusion. Alright, so let the price move. I didn't do anything. Like I said, I'm just expecting an alert telling me when to enter. Alright, so it crossed this line. I'm gonna zoom in because there's a lot of wording happening over here. So I entered for a short here because it crossed that. This is the below point of the day. It crossed it, so I went for a short, and it was good for a second, but as soon as it reached this point, I was supposed to close it, because this line is as long as it goes back to a month. So this line is a trend line for the past month. I should have thought in a better way, which is now it's close to a very critical long time line. I should have closed it immediately, not expecting it to go down, because it might go down below or it might just bounce up below the sky. I didn't close it, which was a good lesson to learn, as it shoots first down and then it starts going up. Immediately crossed the line. As soon as it crossed the line, I exited the trade. Not a big loss, it's a small loss, but it's fine. Let me just remove that and I exit. So based on this line, the ATR that I explained before, I'm thinking long, right? And the price just went up to my favor, so I said, all right, I'm taking the long. I think this was the last trade of the day, yeah. So I went long, and something funny happened here. I exited the trade because I was busy. I wasn't gonna wait for the alert or wherever. I had few things to do, so I said I'm just gonna exit the trade and wherever. And to my knowledge, what happened is interesting. I just checked it today, just now. It just kept shooting up, man. It just went up to the sky. Doesn't matter to me. What matters is a profitable day, and regardless of the crazy movement that happened yesterday, today was a good day for NASDAQ. This applies also to German index. Now, what happened to German index? Let's go through the day. Like I said, I marked the opening. I have the ATR for if it went up, I think short. I have the ATR down. If it went short, I go think always to go up. Let's go through this day. I think it was choppy day. No, I don't remember, but I remember it was a good day for German index. In the morning, nothing happened. Just I marked the high of the day, and this point was the low of the day. Okay, I didn't enter this trade. I got the alert to enter the low of the day, but I was busy, so I didn't enter. I would have been a good trade. Anyway, this line is the previous below low point of yesterday. If I entered here by a chance, I'm immediately thinking to exit here, okay? But I didn't enter. So this line is useless now. Thank you for nothing. Okay, now this is the low of the day. After crossing this point, this became the low of the day. It crossed, so I immediately thought of going short, but it's closer to the ATR, so I'm going short at the same time. Like, I hope it goes up, because I'm gonna think going long since it crossed my below line. Imagine if I'm not recording all of this. That would be a wasted energy. Anyway, I enter short here, and this time I learned my lesson. You see this line, it goes back to a month of trend line, but I learned my lesson, so I exited immediately once it touched. And look at that, it jumped back. So now I thought of entering long, because you know it passed the ATR, and so what I did is I entered long here. The reason why I delayed to enter long, because I wanted the price to kind of give me a kind of trend to understand where it's going. So this point to this point, it gave me like a trendy direction toward up. So I entered long, and not surprised by it crossing the line. It happens, fine. I take it. It wasn't a loss, it wasn't a win, it was a zero. So I took it, and I exited. Like, this line would have made me think, why can't I go short? I didn't, because I'm not thinking short when it crosses the ATR here. I'm only thinking long. Now if it's crossed, I will let it form its own way until I get something to go up, unless it was a strong candle going down. But I think actually, yeah. All right, so here I enter again long. Let me just remove this. Why? Because I'm gonna zoom in, because you see this line, I put it there for a confirmation. If it's gonna go up, I'm gonna enter up. And why did I not open the AC? That was a mistake. Well, anyway, I wanted long here, and the price kept going. Boom, went down. So I exited long. And here, the point of the lowest point of the day, I put a line. I'm only thinking long. I said I'm gonna enter long whenever it crosses, and it did cross. At this point I should have entered long, but I didn't here. Why didn't enter long? Oh yeah, because the price didn't give me that trendy kind of way. So if I entered long when it was here, I don't know where I will put my line. From 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock, I was just looking, and then I said, nah, I'm not gonna enter, I'm not gonna bother. If I waited till 6:30, then I might just do that and enter the trade. Now I don't know what happened, but I didn't enter. At this point I ended my day with profit, and that's it. I didn't enter, but I would have chosen to put this line and wait for the price to tell me when to exit. So if I entered, let's assume here, we would be exiting here. All right, no, we will not be exiting because it didn't cross. So that means I might just do that, right? Just next to the tail, and I might exit maybe now. No. Oh wow. Oh my god, that would have been, whoa, that would have been a good juicy trade. Oh my god, that's overreacting. Personally, I'll be like, okay, that's fine. It went up. Every week I'm getting these, you know, I'm getting these high movements, either upper or lower, because it's a mixture between breaking through to calculation of ATR. So the math and the strategy comes together to kind of just like control the matrix of the movement. Overall, that was it. These two, the NASDAQ and German index, these two, the ones I traded today. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And it's good for me what I'm doing this, because it's making me think of what I did and I can see the mistakes. But when you're trading, you're at the moment, you're like, there's so many emotions. So far, this has been giving me just peace when I'm trading, nothing more. I'm not overreacting, not overthinking. I just do it when I get the alert. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, thank you for watching and see you.